Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fun Genichiro stream. Yay! Whee! Whack, 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 whack. Whack, whack, whack. Whack, whack, whack. Wag! See, the big one wags Terror Tail too. Isn't that great? Eh? Eh? What the roll call, and I see that Kuro is here. Yay! Guys, I did it! I hit the start stream button on time! Like, actually hitting it before 11. Who knew I had it in me? Ah! Oh, it is right on my face! It tastes like death! You know the nut button exists, you can hit that. Oh. You'll have to blow my face up. Owie. What? I didn't name the bloody thing! Why put me in horny jail for that? It's a button and it says nut on it. Why is that horny? It makes nuts show up. Maybe. I don't know. I'll never push it. Maybe it'll spawn cashews. I don't know. Cashews are delicious. You should hit the nut button. Totally be worth it. Probably. Ooh, or you're burying me in hearts. This is fine. Hearts are comfy. Yay! Comfy, comfy hearts. Also, how convenient that the happened during the screen transition. Didn't it? Anyway, turn my controller back on. My controller got just a wee bit impatient waiting for me to actually do stuff, you see. Anyway, so, let's see, when we left off, Maddie became the Fairy Queen, and now Maddie, Abigail, Tara, and Morgan are all together again. And hopefully this means that Evelyn's about to get her butt kicked. I sure hope so. Don't want anybody else to die. No more dying. No more Forest getting attacked. No more bad anything. Well, except Evelyn. She can go eat a box of dicks. Hey, wait. Let's dig in, shall we? We're with Morgan right now. Morgan and, well, Abigail, but from Morgan's perspective. So I never remember where exactly we left off. I just know, where we left off with in general. Probably should. Lubricate ye old vocal cords, and then I can start reading stuff. Keeping my throat moisturized is very helpful. Oh, I'm not surprised at all. I've been having a good time while going through this with y'all. It also means that y'all have multiple. I mean, this is available for pretty much all modern platforms. So if you miss bits and pieces and you don't want to go back through the VOD, where you just want to support the creators, then by all means, buy yourself a copy. Anyway, on with the show. I end up bringing Abigail into Tara's room. The two of us carefully step over the pile of clothes on the floor to sit on the bed. She bounces on it a few times. I don't think she's used to springs.
Having fun?
How do you people sleep in these? Aren't you afraid of just bouncing out of bed?
It's not that bouncy. It's just comfortable.
To be fair, I prefer foam mattress to springs. Like, springs are a nice novelty, but until they start going through the mattress and then start going into you, then the novelty wears off. Meanwhile, foam is just foam.
I suppose tomorrow I can let you know if I agree. So, what is it you wanted to talk about?
It's
hard to put into words. No matter what I had been preparing myself for, a conversation like this wasn't part of it.
It's about family. Our family.
Go on.
You're a Dalsing as well?
I'm a Fisher, actually. But a change in last name doesn't change the fact that we're part of the same family.
Fascinating! So... Well, Abigail presumably died young, so... Not like some crazy, like, great-great-great-great-granddaughter shit or anything. At first I couldn't believe it. When Maddie and Abigail were telling their story, I thought that there must have been some sort of misunderstanding, or that I'd heard wrong. But the details all matched up, not just with what Evelyn's told me over the years, when she tried to break my spirit, but with the notes and journals left behind by those before me.
So she hasn't changed. After all these years, it's still us.
Yep. Morgan's been wearing the same clothes the whole time. You mean Abigail?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be next. There isn't anyone else. No siblings or aunts or uncles. Just me and her.
It's all good. You read enough stories and stuff, and you can start to mix up worlds after a while, too. Like, sometimes if I'm just lying in bed and I'm, like, not 100% there, I will literally start to, like, mix up different worlds that I've been in. Which is a very nice thing to happen right before you go to sleep. It can make for some very interesting dreams. Like, the time I had some very crazy crossover where I was in the Star Trek universe, but there were Fox Girls. Which was pretty awesome, except for the part where I woke up right as I was about to get it on with one of said Fox Girls. She makes a sound of sympathy and moves closer to me on the bed, touching my shoulder gently. I tense up, almost shaking hard enough to shrug her off, but she remains. I don't want to be that person anymore, the one afraid to let anyone close, physically or emotionally.
I'm sorry.
I just nod. I can tell that she doesn't know what to say either, and that's fine.
Do you mind if I ask you something?
Sure.
Why didn't you leave? Back in my time, it wasn't even a possibility. There was no way I could have escaped. We wouldn't have gotten very far if we'd tried.
Yeah, lack of planes and cars and stuff would make that more difficult, but in this world, you could be like across the whole, on the other side of the planet and be like, where did your person go?
But now, Madison's told me about all sorts of fantastic machines and devices. Surely you could have gone.
Not quite so easy, though. I shrug. Of course I considered it, dreamed about it even, but there's no way she could know that. And besides...
I thought about running away many times. I thought of a lot of different ways to make sure she couldn't hurt me anymore. But the same thing stopped me every time. She wouldn't just give up because I'm not around. She'd find someone else, just like she always has. And they'd die instead.
I race for her to tell me that's ridiculous and that I should have put myself first, or to burst into tears at the very notion. Instead, she laughs. It's not a happy laugh, though.
I see. I understand. Truly. I chose to die for someone else's sake as well. Someone I cared about very deeply.
She sighs wistfully, remembering days long gone. I can't help but smile, the same way that she laughed.
I see I'm just carrying on the family tradition then.
Let's make sure it ends with you.
Yes, no more sacrificing anybody. I nod. It will, one way or another.
I am glad, though, to know that her family turned out to have people as wonderful as you.
Aww.
I'm really not anything that special.
I disagree. Not just anyone could have done what you have.
She leans forward, wrapping her arms around me in a gentle hug. This time, I don't hesitate. I hug her back. Family. Yo, Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel here? You know, if I had known that this line was going to come up in this way or form, I'd have prepared a soundboard in advance. It's never been a word that really meant much to me. All I've ever had was the monster in my home. Now, though, I realize that that's no longer the case. We separate, and I gesture towards the door. She nods. Together, we leave the room and rejoin the rest of our family. Abigail and Morgan come out of Tara's room and join us, both smiling. I'll have to ask her what they talked about later tonight. But right now, I'm just enjoying the moment. I feel more at peace than at any time since arriving in Eisenfeld. Even during the sweetest moments of Abigail, there was still the lingering bleakness of being a ghost. Now, despite the threat of Evelyn, it feels like there's a chance of everything turning out quite well. As we talk, Morgan's cat comes and hops up on my lap. I would have expected her to take to Abigail, not me. I scratch behind her ears, and she leans into the motion, purring contentedly. Tara notices and sits up straight.
Wait a sec. Mads, I just realized. But you haven't met Gelidura yet, right?
Oh hey, Tara finally got the name right.
I have. Back in the shop, right after we arrived. Remember?
No, you haven't seen the cat talk yet.
No, I mean like, met her. Morgan was right. She really can talk.
She can.
Dude, why are you doubting anything at this point? You are the queen of the fairies. A talking cat? Nah, that's like second rate. There should be zero room for doubt at this point. See? The cat looks up from my lap, staring into my eyes. Her tail swishes lazily.
If I feel like it.
Both Abigail and Maddie stare in shock at the talking cat.
Then why didn't you sooner?
It's the first question that comes to mind. Yeah, I'll bet it does. Gelidura closes her eyes. After a moment, I start to think that she's fallen asleep, but then she opens them once more.
I didn't feel like it.
Yep, she's a cat. I look over at Morgan, sitting across from me.
I guess I owe you an apology.
It's fine. She certainly didn't make it easy to believe.
No, she did not. Then again, things seemed so much normal back then. You know, when the townspeople were just being, like, standoffish and nobody was dead. And there weren't any spirits. Or pink balls of light. No, just the cat talking and then not talking. Things were so much simpler back then, weren't they? Gelidura stands up, her tail lashing as she strides over to drape herself across Abigail. In response, Abigail strokes Gelidura's fur, looking almost as gleeful as when we had our first meal.
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know.
I leave the two of them to their cooing and cuddling and walk over to the front window, peering outside. How many times have I stared at the stars these past few nights? Abigail taught me a few constellations, but tonight, it looks like an entirely different sky. I rest my head against the window pane, soaking in the starlight and calm.
Hey, by the way, you said you only came into the village that one time, right?
Yeah, we didn't want to risk it any more than that. Not with how close we came to Evelyn.
Makes sense. You, didn't see anything embarrassing when you were spying on us, right?
We weren't spying! Or at least we weren't trying to.
They were respectful.
But no, thank God.
Oh, phew. For real though, after this is over, but before we leave, you've got to show us some of the cool spots in the forest.
Sure, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, you guys can meet the fairies too. They're fun.
Actually, do you want to go right now?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
only
wait, for real?
I can show you the fairy clearing at least. That's our favorite spot.
How long a walk is it? It's getting kind of late.
Oh, we wouldn't need to walk.
Tara's face slowly morphs from puzzlement to excitement as she realizes what I'm suggesting.
You mean like magic?
I nod.
Oh, hell yeah!
Her enthusiasm startles Jaeladora, who hops up and runs away. Abigail gestures in vain for her to come back.
You two up for a field trip?
Abigail, still upset at losing her new friend, nods stiffly and says nothing.
Sure.
God dang it. Jaeladora traipses back in, returning to Abigail's feet. Abigail perks up immediately.
Would you like to come with us, Miss Jaeladora?
That's probably a good idea, actually.
I suppose so. Oh, carry me.
Right, if she's a fairy imprisoned into the body, presumably the previous fairy queen, then maybe this will be a bit of a wake-up call and we can get that sorted out. That's probably too quick for that. I mean, Maddie just became the fairy queen. I doubt that's gonna be all... Oh, shit, we found the right person. Let's just go ahead and poppy and swappy. Hi, Elia. How are you? I lead everyone outside and into the tree line, just in case there's anyone watching. I gather everyone into a circle, and the four of us lock hands while Jaeladora perches on Abigail's neck. Well, I've had a day to process things, so a little bit better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that it's gonna hurt me for a bit. It's not gonna just disappear overnight. I literally just did the only thing I could think to do. Download the Red Flame app and try again. And somehow I have a date set up for Friday, so I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's don't emotionally invest myself on the first date or I'm just going to have a bad time. I keep making that mistake over and over again. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's led to some good things. It's just also led to a lot of disappointment too. So, we'll see. I mean, it's kind of hard to take what I had and just instantly turn it around on date number 1, but the odds aren't 0, and I might as well just see what happens. Well, it's Monday now, and 4 days, so... Hell, 4 days by now, she might very well change her mind and be like, you know, on second thought, nah, I'm not interested, so... Or, I found someone better, or, you know, name a thing that could come up. So, nothing happens until it happens, and if something happens, cool. If nothing happens, great. And if it ends up just being a fling, well, it is what it is.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The forest greets me, and I respond in kind. It shows us the way to its heart, to the lake. I hold Abigail and Tara's hands tightly and breathe the softest sigh. I thank the forest. Then, I open my eyes, and we're here. As soon as we arrive, I can feel the presence of fairies in my mind. They're instantly aware of where we are, and I send them all a mental greeting, which is returned right away. Jaeladura slicks her ears back, and her tail begins to lash harder than ever before. I wonder if she can feel magic too. Sure thing. Before I can ask, Tara whistles in awe.
Dang, Mads. You really leveled up, huh?
Heh. Leveled up. Video game speak.
I put all my skill points into magic.
The Gathering. Even Morgan looks dumbstruck, something I'm not used to from her. She tilts her head back, staring in open-mouthed wonder at the glimmering trees and fairy lights.
What is this place? Are we really still in the forest?
Oh yeah, the forest has a bunch of neat shit that you've never seen before. Surprise!
Yes, it's a very special grove. It was one of the first places I brought Madison. We came back here many times.
It definitely feels magical. Oh, damn it. I should have brought my camera.
Maybe not everything needs to go on the show. Or it can go on the show later, but I mean, enjoy the moment, man. We all head down to the pond. Tara and Morgan gawk at its unfrozen waters, the same way I did when I first saw it. I feel a strange sense of pride seeing them so excited about this place. A loud buzzing sound then suddenly fills the air. Before I can warn Tara and Morgan of what's about to happen, fairies burst forth from the trees. Tara yelps in shock as they pass over her, wings beating noisily. Oh, hey, they do get to meet the fairies.
Your Majesty! You're back! You've returned!
Hello, you three.
It's nice to be greeted so enthusiastically, even if I didn't exactly want to be queen. I wave, expecting the three of them to come to me right away. They are adorable. But to my surprise, the fairies sail right past me and flock around Abigail instead.
Our queen!
The cat. They figured it out! Instantly. Huh. Jaeladura hisses as Abigail shrinks back, looking afraid.
I'm not your queen. She's over there.
It's the cat! Figure it out! Abigail tries to point at me, but the fairies ignore her.
No, you're not. We know you aren't. It isn't you!
One of them reaches for Jaeladura, and she swats at the fairies with one paw, just like Abigail did when we first encountered them. The fairies react with shocked indignance, their mouths open in identical shapes of puzzlement. They abandon verbal communication and instead emanate a wave of questioning curiosity. Although I can feel it, it's not directed at me. By listening, or rather, by feeling, I realize who they're communicating with. Jaeladura. I mean, it was pretty heavily implied she was the fairy queen. This just pretty much, just answers it in plain text, as it were.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just to be sure I'm right, I communicate a request for confirmation. Despite her discomfort, Jaeladura turns to me from Abigail's arms, blinking languidly.
Yes, that's right.
Now I'm the one whose jaw drops in shock.
Care to fill us in, Mads?
Cat? Jaeladura? Fairy Queen.
Everyone is silent for a moment, even the fairies. Then Abigail clears her throat.
Does that mean I should set you down then?
No, this is fine.
Still a cat. Wait a second. A little seed of hope blooms instantly within my heart. The fairies answer my question before I can even think it. The seed of hope withers and dies in response.
Maddie?
I closed my eyes tightly. I see Jaeladura in my mind's eye, and the rest of the world fades away as I speak to her. Once again, the fabrics of time tear and disappear. The fairies guide our voices. Jaeladura can't be Fairy Queen. Not anymore. Not after what the Moonsick One did to her. Evelyn. The last pieces of the puzzle fall into place. I see it clearly. Evelyn, the rogue fairy, burning under the moonlight. The Fairy Queen ritual gone wrong. Jaeladura running after Evelyn. And then disappearing. Without realizing it, I've reached out for Jaeladura. Stroking her fur, the fairies and I communicate with the Heart of the Woods. To free her and restore her rightful place on the throne. The woods ushers forth its strength. The fairies conglomerate around us, the buzzing increasing in frequency until it's a dull hum. I reach within myself. The waxing moon basks the scene, and I gather its light into a pool of my hands. Reaching out, I feel the magic on Jaeladura begin to vibrate violently. It burns through the touch. Jaeladura yowls in pain, and all at once the magic shatters and melts away. With a gasp, I'm back to the present. Abigail rushes over to catch me, and the effects of time return. Their interest in their obsolete queen waning, the fairies clump back up and get ready to depart.
We'll see you again soon. When the moon is at its brightest. One way or another!
With that cheerful reminder, they take off, fading out of sight. I separate their thoughts from my own and push them away.
Madison, what happened?
I take a deep breath and steady myself. Abigail scoops the pain Jaeladura into her arms, petting and cooing.
It's a long story. I'll tell you later. Jaeladura, are you alright?
Yes. It was foolish to think you, new Spring Queen, could dispel such a powerful curse on a waxing moon.
Well, she had to try. She's still new to this, you know. Jaeladura turns away and grooms herself. I feel a rush of guilt. Terra touches my arm slightly.
You okay, Mads?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She grins and pats my back, trying to ease the mood. She stretches wide and lets out a huge, nervous laugh.
Oh, good. Well, that wasn't like anything I expected. The fairies, especially.
Yeah, surprise! There's fairies out here, and pink trees, and purple bushes, and not frozen water. It really is a beautiful place.
What did you think they'd be like?
I have no idea, but it definitely didn't involve your cat being a queen.
Oh, darling, she was a queen beforehand. It's just more of a literal one rather than a metaphorical one. I will not apologize for using that voice.
I would have gotten you the nicer cat food if I'd known.
Yo, Gelato, how come you never told us you were a fairy queen?
And we're back to screwing her name up. Jaeladura doesn't even deign to look at Terra.
You never asked.
How would you know to ask? As soon as we arrive back at the cabin, Abigail makes a mad dash toward the couch and flops down on it with a loud thud. I'm a little surprised by how quickly she covers the distance. Jaeladura leaps from her arms and trots over to the kitchen, immediately sticking her face in her food bowl. Still a cat.
Oh, my feet.
Are they sore? I can imagine walking around again after so long might be a bit draining.
Give her a foot massage.
No, it's not that. It's these boots.
Abigail kicks off her boots and sends them flying, eliciting a yelp of surprise from Terra as one of the boots nearly hits her dead on. Oops.
Your feet are bigger than mine. Do you have any idea what it feels like to get snow in your boots for the first time in 200 years?
Can't say that anybody would know that. The three of us shudder in unison at the thought. Terra takes another step away from the boot, as if she's afraid of it infecting her with cold feet.
I can tell you right now that when we do go to America, I'm going to be spending the entirety of the winter months indoors.
Well, she already wears purple. Just get a hat with a bow on it, some blonde hair, and just call yourself Yukari if you want to hibernate during the entirety of the winter. Although Maddie's one with the gap powers right now, so... I can't help grinning at her words. Even if it wasn't entirely serious, that's the first time I've heard her speak about our future together with that much certainty. I make my way to the couch and sit down beside her, putting my arm around her without a second thought. She leans against me, our bodies perfectly aligned. Reunited at last, the four girls spend a precious, relaxed moment together at the cabin. Abigail and Maddie listen to Terra tell a story, while Morgan watches lovingly from the kitchen.
When the summer months roll around, I am definitely taking you ladies to the beach.
Oh, please let us have a bikini shot of them afterward at the end. Probably not. The story's been very winter-coded. Besides, I'm sure somebody's probably drawn it on the internet. Surely. Abigail instantly perks up at that, clasping her hands together and leaning towards Terra with a huge grin on her face.
Yes! Goodness! The sand, the sun. I'd love to see the ocean.
Morgan seems a little less enthusiastic about the prospect of the beach, her face an expression more of concern than excitement.
If we go to the beach, I'm going to end up looking like a lobster.
Just wear sunscreen, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but you'd be a really hot lobster.
I love Terra. I try as hard as I can to suppress a groan, but Morgan and Abigail both chuckle. Abigail I can understand, but the fact that Morgan genuinely finds this kind of thing endearing is baffling.
Thanks, babe.
But yeah, I suppose somebody would have to.
So, Abigail, what's the most interesting invention you've seen since you came back?
I suppose... I haven't seen much of it, but the internet seems like a wonderful tool. I love the idea of being connected and sharing thoughts, feelings, and creativity with everyone around the world.
It's also full of lesbian porn, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
My girl! There isn't a single person more qualified to teach you about the internet than I am. We are gonna have a blast.
And Terra being the one to show her the internet is probably going to ensure that that is going to come up.
There is no way I'm going to let you be the one to show her around the web. You get into enough trouble on your own.
But Madison, doesn't Terra perform on the internet? I assume that means she's very knowledgeable about its workings.
Oh, I'm sure she is. Terra raises an eyebrow and leans down to place her hands on the table, staring closely at Abigail.
So Mads told you about Terranormal, huh?
Oh, no.
She told me some things. I know you tell stories about supernatural occurrences and that you take them very seriously, even when they're quite obviously untrue.
Did she now?
There's a lot of fluff going on, which means shit's probably about to hit the fan.
Sweetie, maybe we shouldn't...
And she told me that people all over the world enjoy watching you. It sounds like you must be an incredible storyteller.
Don't inflate her ego too much.
Nice save.
Terra breaks into the same massive grin she always puts on when she knows she's found a new audience.
You don't know the half of it, Abby. I've got a million of them.
I roll my eyes and lean back against the couch. Abigail just moves closer, ready to hear whatever Tara's gonna say next. Just looking at her feels healing. Listening to Tara's stories makes her happy. Then Tara can tell as many stories as she wants. Not that I'd ever tell Tara that, of course. One story turns to another. Morgan and I will chime in with a correction every now and then, but we mostly let Tara work her magic. Abigail keeps asking questions, and Tara keeps eating them up. If Morgan's anything like me, she must enjoy seeing the girl she loves acting so happy. I know I am. I don't know what's going to happen after this. We're still in danger. We still don't have a way out. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy our time together. All of us. I just wish I could shake the feeling that this is the last time we'll have this chance. We stay like that for a while, telling stories, making jokes, and most importantly, talking about our future. Whether it happens or not, talking about it puts us all at ease. We talk about sharing technology with Abigail, getting her and Morgan new wardrobes, where we're going to go on dates and when we get back. In those moments, it all feels real, like we're remembering moments that haven't happened yet. Eventually, the sun begins to dip below the horizon. We have another huge meal, to Abigail's delight. Afterwards, Tara tells her even more stories as Morgan and I clean up after them. I'm not sure if the four of us are going to stay in one apartment for long when we get back, but I think I'd really enjoy being around Tara and Morgan. Not as much as I enjoy being around Abigail, of course, but enough enjoyment to make me want to stick with them. In time, Abigail starts to yawn and blink wearily as Tara talks. She hasn't had a chance to sleep since she got her body back, so she's no doubt unprepared for the strength the bodies need to rest. When the sun finally sets, we say our goodbyes and head for our room. I'm already looking forward to tomorrow. And we're switching to Morgan. Hi, little sis. How are you? Also, bee. And quack, 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 quack. I closed the door to Tara's room and leaned against it to steady myself. I'm still trying to process everything that's happened. I have family. Real family. Family that doesn't want to hurt me. More Waggy Tail! Everybody has Waggy Tail. The Silver Wolf Girl and the Blue Wolf Girl. If I'm silver coated and Ilya is blue coated, does that mean if we did the fusion dance, we would be like a shiny blue? Huh? Huh? Ooh, Wild Adventures! Yay! You'll have to tell me about the Wild Adventures when you get back home next week. And I'm not just talking about Abigail. When I was watching the three of them talk and laugh together, I felt like I was home. Like this is where I've always belonged. Okie dokies, little sis. You could always just lurkies. And since I'm like story reading mode, you can just enjoy the lovely sound of my reading voice. And maybe dream about fairies and a little bit of magic and hopefully an evil bitch getting her ass kicked. Like it's what I deserve.
Hey, you okay?
Tara's sitting on the bed in front of Morgan, worried.
Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry, just trying to wrap my head around all this.
It's a lot to wrap one's head around.
I getcha. There's a lot to unpack. You can take your time with it. I guess that means now isn't really a good time to talk, huh?
What do you mean?
I wanted to talk to you about something, or ask you about something, I don't know. It can wait if you still want to work on getting your stuff sorted.
Is something wrong?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I've just been thinking about some stuff.
Yeah.
Like...
Tara takes a deep breath and scoots back on the bed. She curls her legs up towards herself, taking on a surprisingly subdued posture.
It's, well... You know how Abby's been calling us a couple all day? Even though we told her we're not?
Yeah, she's not very good at taking hints.
I'm not sure if that's it. I think she's just, like, direct. Kinda like you. Runs in the family, I guess. I know we agreed that we were going to stay friends, or whatever you'd call this, until this is all over. I get that. But after seeing the two of them, I'm not sure if I feel like that anymore.
Tomorrow's too late, man. Go for it. That could both be amazing advice and terrible advice depending on the context, now that I think about it. Weighing it within the context of my own life, you see.
We've still got a lot of shit left to deal with. We still don't have a plan, but I think that's okay.
She shrugs half-heartedly and looks down. I want to give her a hug, but I can't move.
Abby put a name on this thing we have when we couldn't, and maybe she's wrong, but I don't want her to be. I really love you, Morgan. I don't want to deny that. I want to be closer than just friends that love each other.
Don't.
The word leaves my mouth before I have a chance to think about it.
What?
Please don't ask.
I'm sorry. I thought...
It's not that I don't want to. That's why I'm asking you not to say it. Because I know I'll say yes if you do.
Oh, just go along with it. She looks up at me. I can practically hear the cogs turning in her head.
Why don't you want to say yes?
People get hurt when they get close to me. I don't even like having friends because of how guilty I feel when Evelyn gets in the way. I'm already so close to you. Closer than I've ever been to anyone. But if I put a label on it, a part of me just feels like it would put you in more danger.
At this point, we're already up to it to our eyeball. At this point, everybody's up to it in their eyeballs at this point. Like, I don't think whether there's a label in their relationship or not is going to change the fact that if they screw up, Evelyn's going to murder all of them, so... I feel so stupid saying it out loud. It's just a word. Why am I so afraid of a word?
Besides, I've never had a girlfriend before. I don't know what it could mean for me. Or for you.
What do you mean? What about the one that taught you how to knit?
Oh no, how could I have forgotten about that lie? It was just so easy to say back then. It made me seem like I knew what I was doing. Made it easier to ignore what happened with those girls. Tara's understood everything about me, but I still don't want to tell her about what I did with them, or why I did it. Yeah,
Hey, it's cool. I've had plenty of girls lie about having girlfriends before. It's just a thing people do. We can just forget about it. We're past lies now, right?
Her words stab at me like needles. It's not like she's trying to force this out of me. I could even tell myself that this isn't a lie. That it's just not telling her about something she never asked about.
There's more to it than a simple lie.
Wait, what am I saying? What am I doing?
There are still things I haven't told you about me. About what I've done. Things that could make you change your mind.
Tara manages a weak smile. It's hard to be reassuring when you don't know what you're reassuring someone about.
If you don't want to date, that's okay. I get it. But nothing you can tell me is going to change how I feel about you.
She sits forward again and pats a spot on the bed next to her. But right now, I'd rather be miles away from her, not closer. I hate feeling like this. I finally learned how to get close to people, and now I'm back to pushing her away.
Do you remember what I called myself the first time we talked to Jailadora?
Okay, not gonna lie, I forgot too.
A shell. But you know that's bullshit now, right? We're gonna make sure Evelyn can't get in your head anymore.
Evelyn isn't the only one that made me feel that way.
My throat feels dry. I need something to drink, but I know what'll happen if I stop. If this closes, it won't open again.
I didn't learn how to knit from an ex-girlfriend. I learned from Hannah. I had feelings for her. We were close. But she cut off all contact with me when I told her how I felt. Word travels fast in Eisenfeld. Within a week, everyone in the village knew I was gay.
I could see why that might be an issue.
That's when bad things started happening to Hannah. She slipped on a patch of ice and broke her leg. A few days later, her dog died. The next week, she came down with the worst flu any of us had ever seen.
Holy shit.
I knew it was Evelyn's doing, but who was going to believe me? As far as they were concerned, all this happened because she rejected me. I'm pretty sure some of the older people in the village still think I'm a witch.
Ugh. I clench my fists, sticking my nails as far into my palm as they'll go before my limbs freeze up. As far as they'll go until the icy hex within me takes over again.
Nobody talked to me for a month. You told me that you spoke to some girls our age back when you were doing interviews. Did you ask them about me?
Yeah, we did.
It didn't go well.
What did they say?
Nothing really bad or anything. One of them seemed closer to you than the other two, and her friend was kind of teasing her about it. Just typical stuff.
As if any of them have the right to mock each other. They're all the same.
I probably slept with her.
I wait for Tara to voice her disbelief, but she doesn't say a word.
After Hannah got better, girls started coming by the store. They always had some kind of excuse. They'd start dropping hints. Talk about how they'd always been curious about what it was like to be with a girl. How they didn't have anywhere to be that day.
I still can't look at her. Any rational person would judge me for this. I know I've judged myself plenty.
They always left right after. Most of them wouldn't talk about it. They'd just go back to their normal lives. I guess some of them talked, though. Soon enough, I got a reputation. I knew I was being used. I resigned myself to being a shell. So I let them use that shell.
Okay, just when I thought that Morgan couldn't have had any more bad stuff happen to her, we find out that some more bad stuff has happened. Although, I mean, this is nearly as bad as going to be turned into a vessel for the ancient demon woman person thing, but still not good. Like, it's more the normal bad. Like, the bad that could happen to any of us bad. I don't know when I started moving, but before I know it, I'm standing by the bed.
Evelyn never let me feel like this body belonged to me. She chose my clothes, she chose my style, she even chose what I do with my hair. It was her body, and she wanted it how she liked it.
I can't keep standing. As much as I want to push away, I sit down next to Tara. Looking at her face, I can't tell what she's thinking. My mind runs through every worst-case scenario as I make myself push onward.
But things have been different with you. For the first time, sex started to mean something. Being open started to seem possible. Being myself started to seem possible.
I'm not gonna lie, sex with someone that you actually have feelings for is a lot better than just hookup sex. that hookup sex is bad, but lovey sex is bad.
But all I know about myself is how easy it is for other people to use me. If I go out into the world and live for myself, I don't know what kind of person I'm going to become.
The shaking has started to subside, replaced by a painful knot in my gut. Almost there. I can make it.
What if I end up becoming someone you can't love? What if my shell is the only worthwhile part of me?
Without warning, Tara throws her arms around me and pulls me close. I wrap my arms around her waist without even thinking.
You're not a shell, Morgan. You're the furthest thing from that. Just because someone tried to make you something other than yourself, or because people took advantage of you, that can't destroy the real you. That you has always been there. And I know it a lot better than you might think.
She nuzzles my neck, and I can feel the dampness of her cheeks. She's crying.
You've got passion, you've got personality, you've got conviction, you've got so much awesome stuff in you that I couldn't name it all if you gave me a whole week. All of that is the real you.
Tara grabs me by the waist and gently leads us over to the bed. I press my forehead against hers and, for once, allow myself to be comforted. She strokes my hair. Time slows to a standstill. We kiss. I hold Tara close in my arms. She's nestled close to me. The sun is long gone, but the moon is bright enough to illuminate her smile. I'm smiling too. I close my eyes and let myself relax. I think I might actually sleep well tonight. But as always, luck isn't on my side.
Hey!
What?
Do you hear that?
Oh, for the love of... I figured we'd get a transition before stuff started getting intense. Ah, same, Ilias, same. I straighten my ears and see if I can sense anything out of the ordinary, but apart from the usual sounds of the forest, it's silent.
I can't hear anything. Maybe you dreamed it?
Unless this is a dream, it's definitely real. I can hear it right now, I swear.
I sit up in bed and look over at her. She's already most of the way up, head swaying as she looks for the source of whatever she's hearing.
Well, what does it sound like?
Kinda like,
She makes a strange whooshing noise and twirls her arms around. I don't see how arm movements are part of a sound, but I doubt I'd understand what she's talking about no matter how she put it. She looks back at me for confirmation, but all I can do is shrug. In response, she jumps out of bed and starts pulling her clothes on.
I'm gonna go see what it is. You coming?
Whether or not this sound is real, I'm not about to let her go off on her own. I promised I'd protect her, and that includes protecting her from mysterious noises.
Right behind you.
Besides, as powerful as Maddie is, there's still a chance Evelyn could be trying something. I follow her out of bed and pull on my shoes. She gives me a quick grin in response, excited to have me along for the ride again. Tara bolts out the door as I finish tying my laces. A second later, I hear her banging on the door to Maddie and Abigail's room.
Mats! Are you guys making that noise?
I pull on my sweater and walk into the hall in time to see Maddie slowly open the door of her room, covering herself with a blanket.
Tara. It's nearly 2 in the morning. Whatever this is, can it wait till morning?
Come on, not you too. I thought it was coming from your room.
Abigail's voice calls out from the room, along with the rustling of sheets.
What was coming from our room?
Are you kidding me?
She turns and storms away from the door, moving out into the kitchen. I nod apologetically at Maddie before following Tara.
Babe, come on. Let's just go back to bed. I'm sure that whatever it is can wait until morning.
It keeps getting louder, though. What if it's something dangerous? Maybe Evelyn has her own evil forest spirit and she's riding it towards the cabin or something.
There's a pang in my heart. It's cold and familiar. If the sound is that loud, but none of us can hear it, maybe it's only meant for her to hear. As I try to figure out how to get her back to bed, Maddie and Abigail join me in the hallway.
So, what's she doing this time?
She woke up hearing some kind of whooshing noise that I couldn't hear. I thought she'd just imagined it, but she can still hear it.
Maddie rubs her chin, puzzled. Abigail looks out at Tara with a worried expression. I can't shake the unsettling feeling in my chest either.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened, so I'd be inclined to dismiss it. But with everything else that's happened this month...
Yeah, I wouldn't dismiss it either. Especially since, someone used weirdo powers like this to kill one of you at one point. Before she can finish her sentence, Tara turns towards the
There!
door.
It's right outside!
Abigail realizes it first. She steps towards Tara, reaching out her hand.
Tara, don't! What if it's...
Oh no. No. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I figure out sooner?
Tara, stay away from the door!
She doesn't look back. As she takes another step to the door, I will myself to start moving again.
Now you guys are actually gonna be able to see what I'm talking about.
Don't open the frickin' door!
You're gonna feel so dumb for doubting me.
I'm running toward her, but it's too late. She grabs the handle and throws the door open.
Wait, what?
Oh, thank goodness. There's nothing outside. Maybe that sight will be enough to bring her back to her senses.
The sound's gone. It was right there.
She turns back to look at me. I'm only a couple steps away, and I can see the expression on her face. She's terrified.
Babe, what?
A flash of light fills the room. I'm stopped dead in my tracks as I raise my arm to cover my eyes. Hi, Archangel! Well, the super short version is, up till about this point, there was a bunch of fluff and a little bit of backstory to Morgan and what happened when the town found out she was gay. Oh, I don't like this either. I'm still remembering how Evelyn projected a fake Tara for Maddie to see and follow out into a blizzard, and then that's how Maddie died originally.
Tara!
The light dissipates and my eyes slowly readjust. In the haze, my fears are confirmed. She's gone. Tara's gone. Oh no. I'm frozen. I can't process what's happening. I'm not sure how long the tears start rolling down my face before I notice them. Maddie and Abigail look at me in silence, and then I start screaming. I never made a sound like this. It's an angry roar that fills the cabin.
No! Morgan, It was supposed to be me!
It's happening again, just like everyone before her. I love her, and now because of me, I collapse to the ground.
Not her. Please.
Hot tears fall from my cheeks to the floor below. I feel a pair of arms wrap around me and a voice in my ear.
Morgan, it's okay. It'll be okay.
I slowly turn towards her. She and Maddie both stand close to me. I can see how worried they are. For Tara and for me. Maddie puts her hand on my shoulder. I flinch, but I don't pull away.
She's still alive. I can feel it. Whatever just happened didn't kill her, but it did move her. I can't figure out where yet, but I can sense her. Somehow.
Okay, fairy powers, do your stuff.
You're sure?
I'm sure. We can find her.
I think I know where she might be.
Where?
If
If it was Evelyn who took her, she most likely brought her to the church. That's where she performed the ritual to...
She trails off, but I know what she was about to say. The transfer ritual. She wants Terra's body.
But why her? That's what she was raising me for. Why would she take her?
Probably a combination of to mess with y'all and maybe something about how the whole killing the ancient tree thing happened, is my guess. And that guess is gonna have to wait for 3 minutes because I have to run ads. Grumble, grumble. Well, good as time as any to look at something. Get myself a stretchy. Alright, so theory crafting time. Let's see. Actually, come to think of it, has it ever really been expressly stated that it's always girls? I feel like it's kind of been implied to be that way, but not always. The only reason why I'm even bothering to bring it up is... does it require girls? Because if... again, Terra is a girl, and all trans girls are girls, but maybe, I don't know. Wouldn't it be a massive FU if the fact that Terra was trans like screwed the ritual up somehow and that's what killed Evelyn? That's not gonna happen! But it'd be awesome if it did. Man, it would be really awesome if it worked out that way. And welcome back from Mad Jail, everybody. Let's see what's going to happen next. I really think we might be approaching our climax here.
I'm not sure, but I've got a feeling there's only one way to find out. I'd hoped we'd have enough time to come up with an actual plan before we had to face her. But we can't just let her have Terra.
I'm already heading for the door. Maddie and Abigail follow close behind.
We can figure something out on the way. Let's go.
I feel like just shooting the bad guy isn't necessarily the easy the most... Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that would work. Rewrite the story and then just be like, and then they used a gun to shoot her at the end and lived happily ever after. The end. Although, I feel like stuff that involves spirits being transferred around and whatnot probably can't actually be stopped with a gun anyway. Also, Evelyn has telekinesis. She'd probably turn the gun around and force you to blow your own brains out or something, so maybe that wouldn't be such a great idea. If anything, bringing a weapon would just be fodder for her. Because the last thing you want to do is bring a physical object as a weapon to a telekinesis fight when you don't know telekinesis. We'll think of something. We have to. This time it's going to be different. I'm not going to let Evelyn win again. I'm getting Tara back, no matter the cost. And this time, I'm going to make sure Evelyn never hurts anyone again. For better or for worse. This is the end. Well, we're gonna figure out where Tara went. Yep, the church. I don't even have time to be disoriented before I hit the stone ground. Hard. I struggle to pick myself up and stand, but before I can, footsteps approach. Evelyn's, of course, and I'm hauled to my feet. She does it with one hand. She's way stronger than she looks.
Hello, Tara.
Fuck you, bitch. As expected, we're in the church. She drags me over and throws me onto the altar. I try to resist, but my limbs won't move.
Oh, hey! Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, sure, sarcasm, let's go. I'm scared. More scared than I've ever been in my whole life. I don't want her to have the satisfaction of knowing it. She walks away out of sight, although I can still hear her close by.
They're gonna come for me, you know. We figured out your whole plan. They're probably already on their way.
One, sure she knows that. Two, I don't think she probably hears.
Let them. I'll kill them too.
Her tone is casually disinterested. She can't even give me the courtesy of pretending she cares. I wish I could move my head to see her, but I can't. I can't move any part of me, other than my mouth.
It's always such a nice feeling to return here. Such a sense of renewal and energy. Although, I imagine right now, you don't feel the same way.
I don't know. I'm digging the ambience.
I'm about to die and I'm making jokes. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I can't fight that logic. We had a plan, one with a good chance of working. I know that Mads and the rest won't abandon me. They'll just switch it up a little, same as if she'd taken Morgan like we expected. Honestly, it's probably better for everyone that Morgan's the one who's still free right now. She's less likely to screw something up than I am. Still, it's all I can do to suppress the little voice inside me telling me to be afraid, to acknowledge that I'm going to die. Or worse.
Really? You should be thanking me.
For what? I must have missed it.
Because by dying here, you've given poor Morgan another chance. If she runs away now, I have no more need of her. I'll let her live. Of course, if she turns up here with any delusions of grandeur, she'll die along with the rest of them.
A chill runs up my spine. Because I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that there's no way she won't come for me. That she won't run away. Still, the way that Evelyn can talk so cruelly about her own daughter makes it hard for me to even keep up with my attitude.
You really don't feel anything, do you? You raised her, you lived with her, and even after all that...
Finally! You get something right. I don't feel anything for her. You got something wrong, too.
Evelyn halts and then stalks closer to the altar. Close enough that I can see her wildly dilated pupils, the razor-sharp points on her fangs.
I didn't raise her. I cultivated her. From the minute she was born, I prepped her for this fate, to be a worthy vessel. How could I have known that a much more useful one would arrive at my doorstep? Just days away from my ascension.
What does she mean by that? Now she takes a step back, letting the moonlight fall across her. She arches her back like a cat, enjoying it. She raises an arm, and I'm lifted into the air like a circus performer, suspended from nothing. She is indeed batshit crazy. My arms are snapped to my sides. I struggle as hard as I can, but I still can't move at all. I can't even flail around. Still, her words pique my curiosity, and I'm dying... Wrong way of thinking about it. And I'm dying to know what she meant. Since I might be dying anyway, I might as well ask.
More useful how?
She grins.
Because this night is very, very special. For years, centuries even, I've whiled away my time here in Eisenfeld. It's amused me to no end. But I've grown bored of it. I desire to see more of the world.
Bitch, you could just hop on a plane! You don't need to take over Terra's body for this! I mean, you don't need to take over anyone's body for this. Bring it, I don't know, go find some sycophant and steal their body. Surely she's got at least one of those. I mean, killing people still bad?
And while any human body would do, I suppose, there's merit in one such as yourself. One with influence and fame.
Okay, what the f- That's some straight up crap right there. Also, there's bigger celebrities too, if that's your logic, but like, still killing people bad? Possibly. I don't even know the words to convey how disgusted I feel. It's not enough for her to steal my body, but she also wants to pretend to be me? I think the horror I feel must show on my face because she smirks. As she does so, her skin starts to shimmer and shake, like there's light just underneath it. Hi, Cinnamon Wolf. Thank you for the 5-month resub. Wang, wang. And welcome back to the Oni Tengu Warriors. Yay! A thin thread of ethereal matter, like the spell that she used to bring me here, ekes into existence. It stretches between her hand and my chest. Uh-oh. The second it comes into contact with me, I feel like all the strength is sapped out of me, like I'm being sedated. I hope I'm only passing out and not dying. I'm not sure if the two feel different. It would suck extra hard if I was dying, though, because then my last sight would be Evelyn sneering cruelly. Just before it all goes black, she manages to get in one final taunt.
What an ironic fate for you, don't you think? You came out here seeking magic, and now you found it.
Clock's ticking! We're up and ready to go nearly the instant that Terra disappears. It's a shock, of course, but not one that messes up all of our plans. I walk to the front door, which is still open and banging in the wind.
I'm going to fucking kill her if she hurts Terra.
Terra will be fine. She's tough. Besides, we've got a plan, right?
Apparently! Must have missed that part! After a long moment, I nod.
Right.
Maddie turns back to face Abigail, who's half hidden by the bedroom door.
Are you sure you want to go, sweetheart? You can stay here.
Of course not. There's no way you're doing this alone.
There are lots of cuties here tonight. Here a cutie, there a cutie, everywhere a cutie. Bang!
I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
Me too. I'm a lot nervous, actually.
If you're not cute, then I'm not cute. And everybody keeps saying I'm cute over and over again, so, if I have to take it, you have to take it. So there.
We'll be fine, though.
If she keeps saying that, it'll be true, right? I wish I could believe it. I wonder if Maddie even does. I scoop up Jaeladora and wait outside. We need to leave, now. But I force myself not to rush them along. A minute later, they follow me outside. They run together, passing familiar scenery. Like, can't you guys just teleport there? Wouldn't that be faster? We hurry out into the woods. Despite some wind and fog, the night is relatively clear.
Are you sure you don't want me to just take you to the church? I could have us there in a second.
And saying what I thought was the quiet part out loud.
I know, but she can't know about your powers yet. If we arrive too fast, then Evelyn will know something's up.
Ah, okay, that's fair. It would be nice to take the easy way like that, but we can't do anything rashly. Not if it might hurt Terra in the long run.
Right.
We have to wait until her soul is out of its body. That's when we'll send the signal.
Do you know how long that'll last? Like, how long it'll be exposed?
I have no idea. I hope it won't be instant.
You hope?
I nod. I wish that I knew more. I really do. But it's magic, and magic is rarely predictable. That's the only thing that I can say with confidence about it. I'm not sure what more I should say. This is where we'll have to part. Even though I'm making the rest of my journey on foot, Maddie and Abigail will need to use magic to get to the fairy clearing. Before we do, though, there's one last thing I need to say.
Maddie? I know there isn't really time, but I need to say this, since I might not get another chance to.
Jaeladora nuzzles my chin, reassuring me.
I'm sorry. That doesn't even come close to describing it, but it's all that I can say. For bringing you out here, getting you involved in all of this. I never imagined any of it would turn out this way.
Any consolation, I don't think anybody did.
So if you still hate me, I understand.
Just, slightly different for 2 out of the 3 people here.
I just wanted you to know.
It feels good to have the words out there. I spent so much time apologizing these past few weeks, but it's still a bit of a relief each time.
Morgan. Well, first of all, I accept your apology, but I promise, I never hated you.
Thought you were a crazy fan. Yes. Hated? Nah.
It was my fault for acting like such a bitch when we first got here. And as for everything else, well, some of it might have been Terra's fault, but a lot of it was my fault too. So, let's get this over with. We'll save Terra, take care of Evelyn, and then we'll all go home. Simple, right?
I mean, when you say it like that, yeah, but I feel like we're not just gonna skip to the happy ending. Assuming there is a happy ending. I just nod again. I'm not sure I can talk right now. Not without crying. And I hate crying. I wish it were that simple. I hope it will be that simple. But it rarely is. I mean, it wouldn't be exciting if it was simple. I swallow the lump in my throat. I have to say something.
One way or another, this ends tonight.
That's not what I selected. I don't care what it takes. Evelyn will be stopped. Tara and I will leave for the life we talked about, that I've dreamed about for so long. I'm going to protect my legacy. I'm not going to let her hurt anyone else. Maddie and Abigail smile weakly. I wonder how I must appear to them. At first, Maddie thought I was crazy. Even as she accepted my apology, I wonder if her opinion has changed. It doesn't matter what she thinks, though. All that matters is getting out of here alive.
I'll see you too soon.
I don't waste any more time talking. I set off for the church. This is hardly a plan. It's barely more than an idea. It relies far too much on luck and everything going our way. But it's all we have. The furious winds tell me that I'm in the right place, as if there were any doubt. When I approach the doors to the church, they blast open. I've been expected. I don't waste any time. I rush in. Tara floats in midair, suspended by invisible magic. She lies prone, but with her arms and legs apparently locked in place. She looks dead. A colorful cloud floats above her, with a long tail spiraling back towards her body. I don't even need to be told. I know that it's her soul. It thrashes about, as much as a cloud can, but is seemingly locked out. Below, Evelyn stands, hunched with her back to me. A trail of malevolent white magic tethers her to Tara. Let's hope not. Tara's my favorite character. Evelyn's appearance has changed drastically, becoming more monstrous. Her body begins to take on icy qualities, while her face becomes disfigured. Her hair is an icy white. Moonlight pours through the window behind them, piercing Tara and illuminating Evelyn. When she hears me enter, she stands up straight, her back cracking obscenely. She's disgusting.
Morgan. You came.
Okay, for a second they shouldn't seem fine. Now, ugh. Her voice isn't the voice I know. It's raspy and inhuman. It echoes around the church, louder than it should be, dragging itself from corner to corner.
I knew you would. You always do.
Her body spasms and twitches, as if electrified. Still, her voice remains steady and flat.
Of course I came. You're not taking Tara. You're not taking anyone else ever again.
She laughs, but it sounds like a choke. There's no humor in it. It's inhuman.
Do you know how many times I've heard that before? Countless. And yet, here we are. Predictable. You humans always are. Curiously so. You have all this freedom, but you don't know how to use it. Pity, 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 pity.
Okay, she's starting to get a little extra freaky looking now.
Soon I'll have taken the body of your friend, and you will be dead, and I will be far, far gone.
Okay, this is starting to turn to goddamn nightmare fuel.
You see, I've grown tired of playing pretend out here in the woods. I've decided it's time for something new. And Tara is going to give that to me.
You'll still be a pretender.
Evelyn seems to notice Jaeladora for the first time, and she licks her bloody lips.
You. So, you're here too. Fitting.
Evelyn's gaze narrows, then her eyes widen once again. She points imperiously at Jaeladora and I, and the stone walls of the church rumble in response.
I can tell. You're still no queen. No more than that brat who stands beside you. You're still powerless.
Tell me.
Who's the pretender now?
Holy shit! A brick detaches itself from the ceiling, plummeting down straight towards us. I dart out of the way, barely managing to avoid it. Jeladora yells as I squeeze her harder than intended.
You're just as pitiful as she is. What did you think you could do? How did you think you had any chance?
A fucking abomination is the super short version. The slightly longer version is demonic parasite.
Or is it just human nature to try? Even if you're doomed to fail.
Seeing as she needs a new host every couple of decades. The moon is at its peak, or close to it. If she waits much longer, she won't be able to complete the ritual, and she'll have done our job for us. Maybe she knows this, because she turns away from us once again. I have to stop her. I push my legs forward, but some invisible force pushes back. Like moving through quicksand, I can barely inch forward. Something's protecting her. Inch by inch, I have to keep moving. A pulsing ball of magic starts to form in front of Evelyn, and she focuses intently on it. The light from the moon falls directly on her. Her skin reacts to it, bubbling and boiling like hot wax. It must be agonizing, but she doesn't react. Maybe she's beyond pain. Jeladora leaps out of my arms, making her own way beside me. Her breathing is ragged and labored. Neither of us waste energy on more words. I don't know what I'll do if I reach Evelyn. I just know that I can't sit still. The coalescing ball of magical energy continues to grow and grow, taking on a sinister, dark hue. The color of a moonless night, the color of an empty void. It starts to spin, crackle, and shimmer. That's when I realize this isn't for the soul transfer. It's too strong, too unstable. Wah! Before Morgan can finish speaking, a tendril of malevolent energy suddenly shoots out straight towards her. It moves too fast for me to react. It pierces me like an arrow. Godless fury pain burns through my veins. My whole body stiffens, refusing to move. I can't even cry out. Each individual atom of my body feels like it's being tortured, like a burning needle's being driven through them. I want to scream. I want some sort of release, but I'm not even granted that mercy. Oh, no. Behind the pain, there's a rising, mounting horror. I'm going to die here after all, aren't I? My vision starts to go black. I welcome oblivion. At least then, I won't have to hurt anymore. I try to move my eyes to fixate on Terra. If I'm going to die, I at least want my last sight to be of her. Even like this. I can't even manage that. All I see is Evelyn. She says something, her lips moving, but I'm deaf to it. All I can hear is a deep, resonating ringing sound in my ears, like some perverse bell toll. Then Evelyn's eyes go wide, wider than before. The air behind her shimmers and shakes, just like her magic spell. Empty space tears itself open, and she's sucked backwards like a rag doll. Kick her ass, Maddie! In an instant, the magic and pain is gone, leaving behind no trace. I fall forward, my momentum having been locked in place with me, and just ahead, Terra crashes to the ground, limply. I stagger to my feet, not trusting my body to support me, but it does. The complete absence of pain is a shock in its own right. I feel like I should be experiencing the after effects, but I'm not. All that lingers is the memory. Jeladora scurries over to me.
Morgan, are you alright?
I think so. I feel fine, actually. What happened to Evelyn?
She licks the back of her paw for a second, then stops.
I'm afraid that I panicked and I sent the signal to Madison. I tried to help you, but I couldn't. My own power is still weak, not nearly enough to match Evelyn's.
There's no changing it now. None of this matters if Maddie isn't able to stop Evelyn. It was going to be unlikely to begin with. It looks like we're in a hard fight. Jaeladura must know as much too. She pats back and forth, her tail twitching in agitated fervor. I stroke her fur.
Still, thank you. Can you help me check on Terra?
Of course.
I was wondering what the signal was going to be, which, yeah, makes sense. She can communicate through telepathy. Because fairy. We rush over to where Terra lies prone on the cold floor. Her soul is nowhere to be seen, which I hope means it returned to her body. I cradle her as tenderly as I can, checking for a sign of a pulse or breath. I gently prop her against my chest, stroking her hair.
Please be okay. Please.
2 tears dripped down my face, landing on hers. I didn't realize I was crying. Jaeladura lingers beside us, nuzzling her face against Terra's cheek.
She's alive. I can feel that much.
Is she okay, though?
I don't think she should experience any lasting effects from the magic. It's the fall to the ground that worries me more.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's true. She fell from pretty high up onto a stone floor. I wipe away the tears that fell on her, steeling myself to prevent any more. I trace my finger across the curve of her jaw, down to her lips. They press together, just a bit, to kiss my finger.
Terra! Terra, can you hear me?
I'm afraid to let hope spring into my heart again. Her lips move, just barely.
I can't hear you.
There's a soft, blessedly warm gust of air against my face as she sighs and forces her eyes open.
I said, I'm dumb as bricks, babe. It'll take more than head trauma to hurt me.
Yay? I pull her up and into a hug, and she pats my back.
You're okay? You're sure?
Should probably take her to a couple hospitals. Hello, Diablos43. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're currently nearing what appears to be the end of Heart of the Woods. So, this probably isn't going to make a whole bunch of sense, but all the same, feel free to stick around, and if you like how the ending goes, you can always either go over to VODs, or this is available on both modern consoles and Steam. Either way, I hope you enjoy your time here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wipe my eyes as we part to face each other once again.
I was so scared.
I wasn't.
Hello, Sion. How are you? Fair answer. Very fair answer.
I knew you'd save me.
I don't deserve someone like her.
Is there any way we can get to Mads? She might need our help.
If they're in the middle of a magic fight, I would stay as far away from that as possible. We both turn to face Jaeladura.
I can take us there, but I don't know how much use I'll be once we arrive.
Terra moves to question, but I place a hand lightly on her arm. Jaeladura is barely holding on as is, and her guilt at her inability to do more is palpable. That's fair. Although I do hope that we haven't gotten tangled up in something bad. Anyway, I myself am doing reasonably okay. I had a not good thing happen to me last night during stream. One of my romantic partners broke up with me via text, so trying to recover from that mentally. If there's one thing I found, it's the best way to deal with stuff like that is distraction. So I go with the distraction of being entertaining for the internet. It's a pretty good distraction. Yeah, censorship is nonsense, is complete utter nonsense, and surveillance is not great. Yes, the cat is the previous fairy queen. Unfortunately, it's not quite so easy to reverse the curse that turned her into the cat. They tried. I mean, they might still be able to succeed at some point, but didn't succeed when they first tried. It's all up to Maddie.
Let's go. There isn't much time.
I help Terra to her feet, and she immediately winces, hissing in pain.
Are you okay?
She was still dropped onto a stone floor. Cereal stabber? What did the box of Frosted Flakes ever do to the cat?
I'm fine. Guess I just hurt my ankle in the fall.
She's able to stand on her own, giving me a shaky smile. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do right now. At least it's only her foot and not her head or back. With a graceful jump, Jaeladora hops onto my arms once again. I stand next to Terra, who leans against me for support. With one hand, I support the cat. With my other, I take Terra's other hand in my own. And then I nod.
We're ready.
Well, time for a magic fight. Picked here. This place is supposed to be for happiness, not epic final battle. My heart pounds as Abigail and I arrive in the Fairy Grove. This place has been the setting of most of my favorite memories here in the forest. I could have never guessed that it would be where everything ends. I can feel the fairies, my subjects, watching from close by. They don't show themselves, but their presences are like tiny little pressure points on my consciousness. They're just as tense as I am. Closing my eyes, I reach out to the forest, asking for its aid. It still hurts, badly. It laments the terrible pain that it suffered. I promise that it'll be okay. It's my duty as queen to ensure this. I hold the forest in my heart, and promise to rid it of the moonsick one. Abigail and I walk to the water's edge. Nervousness tears at my stomach. Jaeladora's signal could come at any time. I have to be ready. High above, the moon offers its light to us. The whole lake is dyed in its silver glow, shimmering and refracting and amplifying. Moonlight caresses my face like a lover, warm and invigorating. I indulge in it, letting it sink in through my skin, my roots, my forest. Every little second can be crucial.
How do you feel?
She holds my hand loosely in hers.
Nervous. In a way I've never felt before. Nothing else in my life has ever been this important. There's never been life or death consequences like this.
Yeah, the whole force is kind of effed if this goes south. Okie dokies, Archangel. I will keep a mental note of everything that takes place while you're gone. Also, I guess by cat being serial stabber, does Kitty's claws tend to get dug into things? I think the serial joke has run its course.
What if I screw up?
Then you die! And it won't matter anymore. Harsh way of thinking about it, but I mean, either you succeed or everybody and everyone gets wiped out. I expect to see fear reflected in Abigail's face as well, but when I turn towards her, she looks serene and unbothered.
I have complete faith in you, Madison. The fairies said that not just anyone could be queen, but that you could. They saw something in you too. We're all putting our trust in you. The whole forest is, and our friends too. We wouldn't do that if we didn't believe in you.
I do enjoy visual novels, although I will say that this is the first time that I've gone through one that wasn't the kind that offered you a certain 18 plus reward if you answered the questions correctly. Or the kind that Papa Bezos wouldn't want me going over on Twitch. I wish I could use a magic spell to boost my confidence. For all the power that I hold right now, it sure feels insignificant. So far, everything has come naturally. Moving through the woods or interacting with its denizens is easy, but to use my magic against another being, that's something else entirely. But I can't let that kind of attitude overwhelm me. I can't be defeated before it even starts. Venicle. Ever heard of it before? Abigail's right. Everyone is counting on me. I can't let them down. What's it about? Like, in general, like, in case I pick it up, no spoilerinos, but what's it about in general?
Thank you.
For what?
For believing in me.
Okay, I can fill in the gaps on that one. And I should probably Google that one later. She leans forward and kisses my cheek.
Always.
That word has meant a lot of different things to me lately. My concept of forever keeps shifting and changing. Even now, I'm not entirely sure what it means. I suppose that after tonight, I will.
You know, when we were here before, there were times that I wished it could last forever. Where it was peaceful, and just the two of us. But now, more than anything, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready for us to make new memories. Together.
Yay!
Nothing would make me happier. When you came into my life, I thought that it would be fleeting, like a nice dream that I might someday look back upon and smile. I didn't dare imagine nor hope for anything more. But now? Well, perhaps you've made an optimist out of me after all.
I kiss her forehead, and then her nose, and then her lips.
I love you. More than anything.
Only one partner? Screw that noise.
I love you too, more than anything.
Together, we face forward, and that's when I feel it. A cold flash of foreign fear. It stabs through my head, and the idyllic scenery. I recognize the origin immediately. Jailadora's panic signal. I step away from Abigail, clearing a space. I force myself to breathe evenly as I reach within myself, mentally searching for the magic. I call upon the power within me. Unlike before, when it blossomed and flourished at my request, now it lies dormant and afraid. I understand. I'm afraid too, but there's no time to be afraid. Using my authority as Fairy Queen, I coax the magic forth. The church's presence aches like an infection, and I promise the forest that I'll help heal it. The magic ripples through the woods. It sets upon the church, finding Evelyn easily. I can't see her in my mind's eye, but I can feel her. Feel her hatred and scorn and fear. So the protagonist wants the poly end and wants to say screw you, and shit gets real. Is that the super short version? So I'm not the only one who's afraid then. That's more reassuring than anything else. If she detects the magic that's coming for her, then I can't tell. At my will, the tendrils of magic wrap around her like vines. Then I stick my hand out, my physical, actual hand, and I pull. Oh, definitely a lot of emotional stuff going on. Or are you talking about what, talking about a Venicle? I suppose arguments could be made for both. The result is immediate. Just above the surface of the lake, a ripple disrupts the air as a massive rift opens up. Within seconds, Evelyn falls forward through it, collapsing in a heap to the shore. Oh, that means the art's gonna be good. It's wrong, though. She's still in her regular body, but it's not just her vulnerable soul like it should be. I take a fearful step back. Why did Jaeladora send the signal early? My blood runs cold. What if something happened to her and Morgan? What if she wasn't too early? What if I was too late? I try to rally my thoughts and concentrate on what to do. She quickly picks herself up, wild eyes casting back and forth. Her appearance is monstrous. It finally fits her personality. Something for me to play around with when no one's around. Got it! Her gaze falls on me, and her lips curl in hatred or disgust.
So, it's you.
Surprise, motherfucker!
I see that even death didn't want you. And now here you are, stinking of snow and pine. Stinking of them. You wear their clothes, you bear their crown, but you are not one of them.
She lumbers forward, her steps seeming pained. She's either dazed from being pulled or from the effects of her own spell, but I can't count on that to last.
You're right. I'm not. Just like you'll never be a human.
I need to buy myself some time while I try to think.
Human? Ah, is that what you think I want? I will be more than human.
A gust of wind stirs up, likely at her calling. The trees shake, and I plant my feet firmly to keep from losing my balance. I feel the barriers of my mind freeze and break away. She's gone. As the world spins around me, the moon shines down on the lake. I search for her presence within my mind, but I can't find her. Like a fish that slipped off the line. I need to calm down. My heart races as my head begins to ache and throb.
You're so fragile, so easily damaged, so easily broken.
The biting wind intensifies, threatening to sweep my crown away. Abigail shields herself with one arm. Evelyn, however, remains unaffected.
What's wrong, little child? Why not make this easy on yourself? I can make it painless for you this time.
Reality and illusion blur and blend, and the fabrics of my vision tear. She takes another step forward in my mind, shattering what little focus I had. She's almost close enough that as she lunged forward, she could grab me by the throat. Instead, Evelyn scratches at her own neck, her nails drawing blood, but she doesn't seem to notice. High in the sky, the moon watches over us indifferent. I can feel its light sustaining me, the same as it bolsters her. She turns to look up at it, shivering. Oh dear. I hope the cookies are still edible, 1, and 2, I hope that you don't have cookie stains all over your tushy.
Do you know why you were the first to go? Because you were the easiest. all alone, off in the woods. Tragic accidents happen all the time out there.
She's just messing with you, Maddie.
Really, it's my daughter you have to blame for all this. It's a shame you won't get another chance.
I tried to find her again with magic, but I can't. It's like she isn't even there. Where her consciousness should exist, there's nothing but a gaping hole. A void that feels familiar somehow. Her eyes glow red as she faces me again.
Looking for me.
My consciousness is immediately assaulted. My head pounds as I feel Evelyn enter it like an intrusive thought. With every push and pull, she rips at my soul. My magic quakes under her power, flickering and fearful. Well, good news. Morgan and Tara are safe. Bad news. Evelyn and Maddie are having their fight, and right now Maddie isn't doing so hot. I tried to reach out and grab it, pull my own consciousness and strength into me, but every time I get close, it's yanked away. Unrelenting, overwhelming. Die! 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 It echoes and reverberates in my skull. I choke, momentarily forgetting how to breathe. Every single thought, every single idea, snatched and destroyed. I can't even see anymore.
I knew it! Your gifts are wasted on you. Queenship is wasted on you. What good is power if you don't know how to use it? All of you are the same.
A searing pain in my head forces me to my knees.
Your friends couldn't save you then, just as you can't save them now.
An unseen force shoves my head upwards, making me look at Evelyn. A peculiar ringing blocks out all other sound, except for her words. I'm deaf to the wind, to the forest, to Abigail.
See what you've done. And despair.
She gestures imperiously toward the empty space between us. Just like the portal I used to bring her here, another hole in space rends itself open. Through it, I could see a glimpse of the murky, stained glass window of the church. Then it upends, unceremoniously spilling out my friends. Or at least, their bodies. Uh-oh. Okay, take back what I said about everyone being safe. Nausea hits me at the sight. Tara's there. No, this is an illusion. This is definitely 1,000,000% an illusion. Maddie, stop letting her fuck with you! Tara's there, her body limp and broken, arms and legs splayed at an obscene angle. Blood trickles from her mouth beneath her open, sightless eyes. Morgan is also there, in a heap, though her body isn't as mangled as Tara's. A grisly wound stretches from her ear across her face and down her neck. Blood stains the sand beneath her. Even Gelidora lies there motionless. Though her back is turned to me, a small puddle of water forms beneath her, spreading as she seems to melt. I scream. I want to run towards them or clutch at my heart, but I'm pinned in place. How? What went wrong? Was this why the signal came too early? I shouldn't have left them alone. I should have gone with them. This is my fault, isn't it? Evelyn's attack on my mind ceases in order to let me truly comprehend the horror before me. As much as I fight it, my heart gives way to what Evelyn asked of me. I despair. Very much not dead, Tara and Morgan. Our feet touch solid ground, and Tara immediately loses her balance. I grab her shoulder to keep her from falling. Gelidora pants heavily, the magic heaven taking a heavy toll on her. Maddie, Abigail, and Evelyn are on the far side of the lake. Only Abigail seems to notice us. Even from a distance, the terror on her face is clear.
Come on, they need our help.
Come to think of it, seeing the three would definitely help her realize it's an illusion. Tara takes one step forward, then falls to the ground, clutching her ankle.
Shit!
Just then, Maddie screams, in pain or in horror, a sick feeling in my stomach. All three of us turn to look, although there's nothing new to be seen. I know from experience that doesn't mean she isn't in pain. Abigail is tugging on her arm, but Maddie doesn't react at all. She must be beyond even feeling it. And just behind Evelyn, a familiar-looking ball of sinister light is forming, sparkling in the moonlight. Its tendrils jolt and jag with a familiar hunger. Maddie doesn't even know. Evelyn turns back and looks at us, a sadistic grin on her face. The tendrils of magic shift, and a feeling of impending doom fills my lungs. I look back at Tara, who scowls at her foot as she tries to move. There's no way she'll be able to. I don't have long to act. If I run from Evelyn, she might hurt Tara before I can get there. If I don't, there's no telling if Maddie will be able to stop her. Of course, it might already be too late to help her anyway. Tara's gritting her teeth through the pain. If I leave her on her own, she'll be helpless. I can't let that happen. I face towards Evelyn again. I have to stop her somehow. That's all that matters. Even if I... The realization that it might cost my life rushes through me. All along, I've been aware of that as a vague possibility. I'd always known it might come to that. The future with Tara I've been pushing at the forefront of my mind. The pain I've been pushing aside to move forward. The memories and emotions of the past overflow and hit me all at once. All the things I thought I could forget. But now in this moment, faced with that decision, I freeze. My whole body seizes up, and I fall to the ground.
No.
No.
No. No.
Please don't make this a thing where I decide if I screw up, we get a bad ending. Not here. Not now. I can't afford to be paralyzed like this now. But the cracks of my psyche freeze over and hold, and the curse within me grips my every muscle. Years. Years of feeling nothing. Weeks of pushing forward, and still fear triumphs. Is this really how it will end? Am I really not strong enough to do anything? Something soft brushes against my arm, and I look over to see Jaeladora hurrying towards the lake. She turns back towards me, meeting my eyes.
Take care of Tara.
Do you mean? What?
Goodbye, Morgan. And thank you.
No. No one dies, that includes the cat! That means you too! With that, she dashes off into the lake, quickly disappearing. I don't even get the chance to yell her name. I'm able to stand, knowing now that whatever happens is out of my hands. If I'm going to die, at least the curse gives me the courtesy of letting me face it on my feet. Just then, Evelyn's ball of magic crackles noisily, and I fling myself in front of Tara, shielding her with my outstretched arms. She cries out in fear, and I brace myself for the end. But it never comes. A warmth spreads throughout the clearing instead. A bright light blinds me, and I hear Evelyn, vocalizing something between a gasp and a snarl. I turn, just in time to see the silhouette of a beautiful woman leap from the lake. Though I can't see her face, I just know that it's Jaeladora, the real Fairy Queen. For a brief moment, she hangs there, suspended and framed by moonlight. She waves her hand in a slow, elegant gesture like a conductor directing an orchestra. Light glitters at her fingertips. Okay, I am snoozing the next, group of ads. Then she hurls the light towards Evelyn. Two things happen simultaneously. The shards of light shred through Evelyn's form, leaving glistening, luminous trails where they cut her. She remains on the shore, frozen in a position of pain as her whole body shakes and shudders like a glitched image on a TV screen. Then she starts to melt, starting from her feet and working quickly up her body. She collapses inward on herself, leaving behind nothing but a thick, black goo that stains the sand. At the same time, Jaeladora limply crashes back to the water. Her life force spent, her fragile form dissipates into starlight that's scattered across the rippling surface. Her brief return as queen already over. Everything is quiet.
Is it over? Is she gone?
Maybe?
I think so.
Melting away into sludge is a fitting and hopefully permanent end. Tara and I separate, and she leans on me for support. And then we start to hear a buzzing sound. It comes from all around us, spreading through the trees. Fairies burst forth from their hiding spot, swooping over our heads and across the lake. They don't pay any attention to Tara and I, nor to Jailadora's sacrifice. Instead, they flock straight to Maddie and Abigail, forming a thick cloud over their heads. I'm sorry, Jailadora. I push our thoughts about her in the back of my mind for now. I help Tara over to where our friends are, as quickly as we can manage. Maddie looks distraught while Abigail tries in vain to comfort her. As we get closer, I'm able to hear just what it is the fairies are saying.
Our queen! Our queen!
They chant the phrase over and over. I feel nauseous as I realize the consequences of what's happened. Without Jailadora, there's no fairy queen to take Maddie's place. By her own agreement, she has to stay here. Forever.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. Just Tara and me, without Maddie and Abigail. And it's my fault. Something changed about the fairies' magic the instant Jailadora and Evelyn died. Maddie and Abigail both faded away from sight. We didn't even get to say goodbye. It's not like they're actually dead, you know? So we don't really have to worry about them. Tara's been saying stuff like this since we got on the train. Since before then, in fact. Her wording makes it sound like she's trying to reassure me, but I know it's more for her own sake. Not that I mind. I'm willing to indulge anything that makes it easier for her. That's true. And with Maddie's magic, I'm sure they'll never be bored or lonely. Yeah, for sure. Plus, I'm sure Mads can, tell her all about film theory, recite the script to her favorite movies a bazillion times. Stuff like that. That nerd. She's in tears before the sentence ends, and I pull her into a tight, guilty hug. The rumbling of the train makes it uncomfortable, its motion slamming her against my chin repeatedly. But I don't mind. As far as I'm concerned, I exist right now just to make things better for her. As much as I can. No matter how inadequate.
I feel like it was always supposed to go that way, and none of the decisions I made throughout the game actually influenced that so much. I mean, I'll look once I get to the end, and I'll look into it. If there actually are differences, I'll put them on stream. But I feel like we're at the end. That's why I'm like snooze ad, snooze ad, snooze ad.
We haven't talked about what we'll do when we get back. The prospect of a future together is equal parts bright and ominous. I know we'll get through it, together. But I also know how hard it will be. Still, we've been through worse. Much worse.
Yeah, like that crazy Evelyn bitch. Man, wasn't that a thing? Ugh.
Everything I own is here in this train car. The belongings that I wanted to take with me fit in a suitcase. I didn't say goodbye to anyone. I'm sure the village will be lost for a while without Evelyn, as they recover from her influence. But just like the rest of us, they'll be better off in the long run. We left most of Maddie's things behind, just in case she comes back for them, Tara explained. We also left 2 train tickets on the table in the cabin. Tara had printed 4 before we had even reunited with them, just in case. For so many years, I dreamed of a train ride like this. A one-way trip out of Eisenfeld and towards a new life. There are still hours to go before we get to the city, and then hours of waiting for our flight, and then hours to be spent in the sky. I wish I could sleep through them all. Neither Tara nor I got any rest last night, even though we tried. We just spent the whole time tossing and turning. In my mind's eye, I kept replaying those final moments, as I hesitated, and as Jailadora sacrificed herself. It was only due to the rippling moonlight that she was able to stop Evelyn, to save Tara and I. If I had done something differently, then I'm sure it wouldn't have ended that way. Maddie and Abigail could be here on the train with us, Jailadora back with the fairies.
Okay, I think we're past enough of the intense parts where I can run the ad and not be like, feel bad about it. So, I will keep going to the conclusion though. I'm pretty sure this is conclusion. Anyway, see y'all in a few minutes. And for those of you who are still here, well, I might as well do yet another bout of theory crafting. So, there's the possibility that there's a second ending. I'll Google it, and if there is, I will stream it. But I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe we're not quite. I don't think we're done with Maddie and Abigail just yet. Like, even if they're stuck in the woods, I think we're still gonna see something from them. I wouldn't be surprised if there's also like some like loophole that they didn't consider before. That's always a possibility. Like, I'm not giving up on Abigail and Maddie getting to leave the woods just yet. I'm not giving up until I see the end on the screen. When I see the end, that's when it's like, okay, maybe not. But until I see that, it's still possible. I want to believe, gosh darn it. I mean, either way, it's Maddie and Abigail are still gonna get to be happy together forever, one way or the other. Hell, they get actual forever. That's not to say that Terra and Morgan aren't gonna be happy, just, you know, only for a lifetime. Whereas the Maddie and Abigail got the Infinity Cheat unlocked. And they're gonna bring the forest back to health and everything, and stuff's gonna be good. I got to believe that. I'm definitely gonna continue to believe that. Like, I got faith. I'm not giving up my faith just yet. That something's gonna happen. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if, with Evelyn gone, and Maddie getting to, like, full-on, like, become the Fairy Queen, like, maybe there's some crazy loophole where she can, like, magically show up once in a while just to bother Terra and Morgan for, I don't know, name a thing. And in theory, if there's no longer any evil influences around, and Maddie can just focus on becoming stronger, maybe she can just hammer space her way anywhere on the planet? Yep, not everybody's back from bad jail, let's find out.
Except this is real life. My choices brought us to this point. And now we have to live with them. All I can do now is make the best of what we have left. Even if it takes years, I know that we can heal. Together. I'm looking forward to that day. I'll become the kind of person that Terra deserves.
Oh, really? We're that close to the end? Like, just right there? One more? Well, dang, if I'd have known that, I'd have just hit the button one more time. Are we gonna get a post-credit scene? There might be, like, I'll look and see, because, like, the first time that we had to make a choice in the journey, I did make a save point, so I wouldn't have to go through everything again. So it is possible. I don't know though. I mean, I purposely avoid like doing any dives into looking up anything about this because I didn't want to even accidentally spoiler myself on anything. Oh, good. Post-credit scene. Excellent. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Ilya. It takes a week or two before Tara is able to go into Maddie's room. She only stays in there for a few minutes before the tears start flowing. After 3 weeks, she calls Maddie's family. I hold her hand while she listens to them sob. They don't speak to her again after that. It takes 2 months for her to be ready to start clearing out Maddie's room. BT keeps scratching at the door, waiting for Maddie to open it and let him in. It takes a long time for her to make a video about what happened. She keeps it vague. She moves on to something new. We get our own place. The old house had too many bad memories. We give our new home a life of its own. We heal. We grow. I wait a long time before I propose. About 5 years after we first met. Hi, Afro! We're actually at the post-credit scene. I should check off that I did the hydrate. About 5 years after we first met, I get down on one knee and ask her to spend the rest of her life with me. She freezes for a moment. I start to worry. Then the tears start flowing and she puts on that big poofy grin. Obviously, I wasn't planning on spending it with anyone else. Her parents are thrilled. To my surprise, they love me. Now I get to call someone mom without feeling sick to my stomach. Aww. Thank you, Sappho. It seems like we're getting a happy ending of some sort. Like, we're literally leading into a wedding of some kind. I'm hoping that at the wedding, Maddie and Abigail just show up. Like, I haven't lost faith that they're going to get out of the woods somehow. Not yet. Gosh darn it. Mom helps me pick out a suit. Dad helps me pick a venue. It all goes smoothly. We get married in the spring. She can't decide if she wants to wear a dress or a suit. And ends up wearing both. A suit jacket over a gown. I love it. She writes her own vows and everybody laughs. In the front row, there are 2 empty seats. It was her idea. You never know. They might still show up. It'd be mad awkward if I didn't have a place for them. They don't show up, but somehow I get the feeling that they know. Wherever they are, I bet they're happy for us. I hope the 2 of them are as happy as Tara and I are. I kiss Tara on the altar. It feels like I'm kissing her for the first time. It's the most wonderful moment of my life. And as I kiss her, I silently thank Maddie and Abigail. Jaeladora too. This wouldn't have been possible without them. That night, I carry Tara across the threshold. She wants it to be as cliche as possible. I have to admit, I like it. It's sweet. It's happy. It's healing. We're complete, and we will be for the rest of our lives. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Abigail. Goodbye. We're not gonna get to see what happens to Maddie and Abigail. No, we are not. What indeed? What indeed? Well, that was the bad guy finally got her comeuppance. I mean, she got kind of skewered by what looked to be ice crystals. So, I will take some time to look and see if there are alternate endings, and yeah, I need to know that too. If there is, then I will stream it. If there isn't, then I will move on to something else. So that's what I'm gonna... Right? Like, I really want to know what happened to Maddie and Abigail. Like, I feel like they kind of left that a little open, but that might be because I got like one of set of endings, and I'm gonna do some research. So, if there are multiple endings, then when I stream my next long play game, or for my next long play game slot, gosh, English is a fun language, then it'll be Heart of the Woods on Wednesday, and if not, then it will be something else. I haven't determined what the something else is going to be yet. I might just default to like, I can't think of what I want to play next, so I'll just do something else until I can think of something. But I do wish we got to see a picture of of Tara and Morgan as like at their wedding, like dressed up in their wedding outfits. But art costs money, I get, and I can understand. So we shall find out. Okay. Let's see who's on right now. Who we going right into? Let's see. Well, it looks like Slipneko's about to do some Sonic, and Sonic's always a good time, so... Emotional, damn it! I'ma go for that. Emotional damage? But... I guess we all did just get hit in the feels, didn't we? Alrighty. Well. Yeah, I'm feeling that too. Well, I'm about to send y'all off. Tomorrow we'll be back here for Title Tuesday, where hopefully I don't... Okay, well, that answers that question, so I'll, poke around to see what the path to the different endings are. And we'll be back Wednesday working on that. Tomorrow night, we'll be doing our usual Title Tuesday. So, hope you all are ready for me to probably get my butt handed to me in Mahjong again. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll actually be good at it for once. Yeah, it's only one way or the other. So, let's go ahead and get our read started. If you're a follower, use this raid message. If you're a subber, go ahead, copy this raid message. And all that's left for me to say is, have a good night, day, whatever time it is in your area of the world. And God's willing, we'll see you here tomorrow for Title Tuesday. So until then, bye bye.